this is Florian from Meet and Greet. We are in Badaboom in Paris with Tin Liquor. So, how are you guys?
Feeling okay.
You're feeling okay? Oh, it's little feeling okay.
A little bit sick this week, but I'm feeling pretty okay.
Okay. So for tonight, when we're going to start to play, it's going to be all right?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Just before recording, you talked to me, Misha, you were playing drum and bass before. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, I've been part of Black Sun Empire, Dutch drum bass group for over 20 years now. So still doing it. We actually share the studios with the other two guys. So, yeah.
What do you like in the sound of drum and bass? Perhaps you don't have in the melodic scene.
Well, I used to be a drummer in the bands, so I like drums, and then bass is pretty good too. Made sense. No, but I really like the energy and that it is broken beat and just the speed of it. I mean, there's nothing like a drum and bass crowd. If they go crazy, they go crazy. And I had to get used to the more techno house audience. We were like swaying a little bit, but drum and bass people just go mental, like you're on a punk rock concert or something. So yeah, it's separate worlds, but nice that they parallel universe that they both exist at the same time.
I want to talk about your album in Another Lifetime that has been released some weeks, some months ago now, and just about the Processus creation. What was your mindset when you think and you produce this album?
Well, we started out pretty depressing because it was in the middle of the the COVID pandemic. We separated. We stayed at home, so we actually started making music in our bathrobe and underwear on the couch. Yeah. Basically, that's where all the ideas started, and then we rented a house in the Netherlands on a small island, and that's where we kind of like glued every idea together from him and from me, and that's why the album actually started. And it's a bit like the title "In Another Lifetime" means you can have it now, maybe in another lifetime, and this album seems to not really happening during a COVID period when you couldn't go out.
Another question I have for you is about a track you released almost 5 years ago. It's Because You Move Me. I think you see me what I'm talking about. And this track now is having a huge success on social media like TikTok or Instagram. Does it change or does it bring something new for you now? Do you see some difference now, 5 years after?
It's just a great surprise that it's been doing so well. And now even my family is proud of me because they hear it on the radio. No, but I don't know, it's crazy that something that you made 5 years ago keeps growing and growing. And now it's almost more other people's track because they experience so much with it. You see all those little clips on TikTok or Instagram, people listening to it and enjoying life. And we just made it in the studio, and that's basically all we had to do with it, So I don't know, sometimes it feels like it's someone else's, but it's nice.
And it's nice to play it out now. Yeah. If you play it, people sing along.
Yeah.
But about playing it, the track has been made 5 years ago, and it has a sound design a little bit different from what you are doing now. Yeah. So is it still easy to fit it with your current track?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we like to do different things all the time. So we don't really stick to one thing. Then we just try something new. And now, we released the album like 4 months ago. Now we are doing, we are starting to do something else again. And we see where it goes. But it's in the end, we can blend every song we make.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way we like to play out, surprise people. It's, you play a techno track and then all of a sudden, Because You Move Me comes in and people are like, what? Yes, it can work.
About also this live tonight, it's live, it's not a DJ set. Why do you want to do this tour, live?
Oh, well, because we wanted to have, make it more difficult for ourselves. Like DJing is a lot of fun, but how do you say uitdaging? A challenge. I'm sorry, I lost the word, but we were looking for a new challenge. So playing live is, you actually do more things, and things can go wrong. That's what I like about it too. So it gives me more like nerves in the end. it's just something new, something we kind of like developing at while we're doing it. So everything comes through the MacBook, and it goes to a sound card, and then I actually control the arrangements of the songs over here. I'll mix them with these 3 MIDI controllers. I have a Monopoly which is controlling arpeggiators and white noises. So I control it with, I have to make the sound. It's a completely analog synthesizer. And over here I have the Modal Argon 8, which actually controls synthesizers which we use in a couple of songs. And I play like piano or synthesizer. And I'll give the mic to you.
Yeah. Hi. Most of the songs, like the bass line and the kick drums, are being played by the computer. And he'll play some of the melodies, and I'll play some of the melodies on the synthesizer. And I have a drum computer connected to machine, so I can play drums. And here I can add another drum fills or drum loops or effects, and I can change like reverbs or delays of certain sounds, and I can filter a lot of things. And with every track, we do something else. So yeah, that's how we keep challenging ourselves. We can fuck up a lot, which makes it interesting, but also more fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically pretty basic setup. It looks quite complicated, but it's yeah.